I've wanted to make this video for a very long time. Seriously, parts of the script date back to 2021. So by popular demand, here you have it. This system that I'm going to teach, I've been using since I was about 11 or 12 years old, before I even had the Lego Pirate roller coaster. And the best part is, you don't even need a computer for it, but here are the things that you will need for it. A sheet of paper, preferably A5 to A3 size, a ruler with ½ centimeter measurement, and a pencil. That's it, although I do recommend using an eraser. It can also be helpful to use a drawing compass for the curves. And just going forward, if you still refuse to use a metric system, convert centimeters to ½ inches. It's not exact, but it's easiest to use. So the Lego Roller Coaster uses a pre-built track system, similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon. Unlike those games, the Lego Roller Coaster system uses significantly fewer track pieces. In fact, there were only 7 different types of track pieces prior to the Loop roller coaster's debut. Now there are 10 pieces if you don't count the ones that I designed. So they are the 8 and 16 stud long straights, the small dip, which is 16 studs long and goes up or down 3 bricks, the 45-degree slope, which is 8 studs long and changes elevation 6 bricks, the 45-degree slope top and bottom pieces, which are each 16 studs long and go up or down 6 bricks, and originally, finally, the 90-degree turn that has a radius of 12 studs. Now for Loop Coaster, there are also 4 stud long straight sections, 90-degree turns that drop down 3 bricks, and quarter loops, which move over to the left or right 2 studs, but I don't have exact dimensions for otherwise. I'm approximating them as turn size. Then we also have to talk about the trains. Each car is 5 studs long with an extra stud needed for the coupler. All the official Lego designs are 3 cars long, although you can easily do it with 2 to 6 cars. I do not recommend using 1 car as it will struggle to engage any chain lift. And I typically have 5 bricks height of clearance from the trains vertically. Now in terms of speed, these trains do not hold it for very long. At an absolute max, your hill should be only 75% the height of the drops before them. And this will need to be even less if the top of a hill has either a turn or a loop. Now the small dips typically cannot get you all the way around a 180-degree flat turn on their own. But if you go dip 90 degrees and then another dip, that should give you enough speed to make it around 180 degrees, even with an 8 stud straight track in between. Often trains may run even slower than this, but lubricating the wheels can help. Although a project I would like to do in the future is design my own Lego roller coaster trains. Now that is where my original script ended, so I'm improvising from here. For this demonstration, we will be drawing the Lego roller coaster 10261. So start by placing 2 markings on the edge of your paper, one ½ centimeter from the corner and the other 2 centimeters from the corner. On the other side of the corner, draw 2 markings 1½ and 3 centimeters from the edge. Then for better accuracy, make the same markings on the opposite end of the paper, like this. Then, using the ruler, you're going to draw a line along the 0.5 centimeter markings from 3 centimeters to 11 centimeters from the edge. If that's a bit confusing, just watch the video. Along that line, you're going to add 2 markings, 1.6 and 1.9 centimeters from the edge. On the section perpendicular to this, you draw a line that goes from 2 to 4 centimeters from the edge. You then connect these 2 lines at their closest points by a curve which is 1.5 centimeters radius. What this section is a dip before a transfer track, through the transfer track and the station, round the corner, and the dip before the turn into the lift hill. It is best to label what each section is so that you do not forget. You then want to make 3 additional markings on each of the short ends of the paper. These will be 1.5, 4.5 and 5.5 centimeters away from the edge. Along the 5.5 centimeter markings, you want to draw another line going from 3 to 11 centimeters from the edge. Connect this to the end of your already existing lines and you got the turn to the lift hill and the lift hill itself. Now just add 2 markings along that lift hill line at 5 centimeters and 10 centimeters to denote the bottom and top of the lift hill. From there, it's more of the same. Use a 1.5 centimeter from the edge markings to draw a line from 12 to 2 centimeters from the edge. Make markings every 2 centimeters along it. For connecting up, using 1.5 centimeter radius turns with a 1 centimeter straight section in between. And you got the tight propelled corner and the first drop and rise. At a 1.5 centimeter radius U-turn at the end of that, then use the 4.5 centimeter markings on the edge to draw a second dip and bunny hill. Then 90 degree turn, 1 centimeter straight section, another 90 degree turn, and it looks like you're at the end. But since it has to end with a helix, just draw another wonky square that's 5 centimeters wide and long with a 1.5 centimeter curves. And there you have it, your first LEGO roller coaster design on paper. But that's only the 2D design. To add the third dimension of height, we're going to have to draw it from a side perspective. This uses the same edge marking, ruler, line and curve formula as the 2D design. Well, I should say the bird's eye view design. But I'm not going to just sit here and tell you how I did it step by step, so just watch the time lapse. And there it is, the side view design. Now the alternative to this would be to use specific track piece markings, but that can be confusing, so it is often worth doing a side view design. So for the new track pieces introduced with the loop roller coaster, the forward stud straight track is very simple. The slope turns are identical to a flat turn from the top view, as are the bank turns, but will require a separate thin curve on the side view. But a loop has to be drawn in a zigzag from the top view, and I approximate this as the same size as a regular turn track piece on the side view. And I should just note with the vertical drop, The top part would have to be drawn at a 1.75 centimeter radius due to the width of the track. And the two 45-degree up pieces to make the vertical drop actually extended out by 2 studs. Therefore, the vertical loop is displaced 4 studs further forward than you may expect. All 3 of my No Limits 2 coasters were designed in this way, and I do have proof that this does work out in real life. Here's a plan for my bedroom loop roller coaster, and here's the actual roller coaster. This design process can be used to design absolutely crazy Lego roller coasters, even using track pieces I haven't even created yet, so I'll give a decent handful of examples. So that is my Lego roller coaster design process. Over 5 years I've used it, and it has worked super well. And also sorry about the hum in the background, my 3D printer was going when I was recording this. And thank you for watching.